Hello and welcome to Wouldn't Watch You Don't Need. Today's episode is not going to be about watches or knives, but this was a request that I had from a viewer. He asked me, can you tell me what do you use in order to listen to music? And here I am telling you, I'm not a hi-fi expert at all, but I just happened to have bought this recently. This is an integrated amplifier Yamaha AS-301 if I'm not mistaken, and I will put the unboxing at the end of this video. I bought this one because my previous one, which had been given to me by my brother-in-law, was an Onkyo, was it 9 to 11 model? I'm not sure. I will write the correct model somewhere, and it would skip from input to input randomly.
Therefore, when you were listening to some record or to something on TV, because I use it also for listening to the TV, it would skip and you would lose some dialogue or some music.
Questo è l'amplificatore, adesso lo accendo.
Nel quale cambio l'input per vedere se, diciamo così, sfarfalla un po', nel senso se il selettore si mette a cambiare il suono.
So I bought this one because I knew the brand Yamaha, and because it had a lot of inputs. Not that I use them all, but I want to be able to use more inputs if needs be in the future. Maybe needs will never be, but you know, just in case. This was a quality brand. As far as I know, it's not hi-fi. I found this used on Amazon Warehouse, I think they were called. So I used this one. I think there's no point in having you listen to an excerpt in order to be able to judge this, because you know you'll be listening to this with maybe your a smartphone, so what's the point? And also I use a turntable. I have begun using again a turntable, and I have this turntable which was given to me by the same supermarket that gave me as a prize, what's the name of it, the Victorinox, let me go and grab it, the Victorinox, this one, can't remember its name, Mountaineer, no, I don't know. I got this as a prize at the same supermarket that gave me that. And this is a turntable, it must be at least 8 years old, by the brand House of Marley, founded by one of the sons of Bob Marley. And it is known for being all recycled materials. In fact, you can see that the thing here, this is wood, and I think it's bamboo wood. All the aluminium that you see here is recycled. The plate here, this plasticky thing here, is made with recycled plastic, and you can see that it's not one solid color. It has this dots here and there, and this is a fabric which was recycled too. If I can get a close-up, this is fabric, some kind of a fabric, and it's recycled too. In order to listen to CDs, I actually use a pretty primitive way, because I used my DVD player, which is a basic Sony, I don't even know the name. I still like to watch DVDs every now and again, even though, you know, I mainly watch Netflix or other platforms with the Apple TV. All these things are very old. I have no experience whatsoever in turntables. This is practically everything I know of, apart from my father's Pioneer old mid-80s model, and I have no experience as far as integrated amplifiers are concerned. Everything I know is this and the one I had before, so that is that. I will attach at the end of this video just a clip on the earphones, because this viewer was also asking me about earphones. And you know, whenever I can, I like to listen to music from physical, how do you call it? You know, from something physical, like a vinyl record, which is cool because it has the very beautiful art covers. Usually they have nice art covers, or CDs. I don't have a cassette tape player here, because whenever I listen to music like in streaming or MP3s or stuff like that, there's too much information. For example, I have all Mozart, all Bach, and all Beethoven, tons of records of Miles Davis or whatever on a hard disk, and I never listen to those because the choice is too wide that I end up not listening to anything. That's it for today. I know that this was an unexpected video, but you know, it was a request, so here I am fulfilling the request. I'll attach a video of the headphones. I think they're Sennheiser, and the unboxing of this thing at the end. Ciao. And here you have the earphones. There's Sennheiser, The model is HD515. I don't know anything about this model. I just know that they sound good. I got this as a present from my mother-in-law, I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe more. These are old earphones, but they sound good. The only other thing I know about earphones is that sometimes when I'm recording, because I'm a musician and sometimes I record things in studios, I usually like the earphones by the brand AKG. I think it's an Austrian brand. And there are two models. One has the silver trimming and the other has the gold trimmings, and I usually prefer the ones with the gold trimming. I don't know the name of the model. They're round, like the ear thing here is round. So that's again it for now. Ciao. Hello and welcome to Wouldn't Watch Don't Need, and today we're not going to talk about watches or knives, but since I had a specific request from a viewer, I am going to do an unboxing of something
that I never thought I would do on this channel or on any other channel for that matter. And it's an amplifier, like, you know, those, it's called integrated amplifier. And the reason why I bought this one is because I broke my old one. Actually, I've always had
a malfunctioning amplifier.
My brother-in-law gave it to me. It was an Onkyo, and it sounded great. It still does, only that the input selector, you know, that the big ball that rotates and lets you choose whether you want to hear the sound from the TV or CD or DVD, if you still have it, or turntable, whatever. It changed whenever it wanted. So maybe you were watching some show and they were talking and say,
"Oh, you know, I have to tell you this important thing."
And what is this thing? And then the sound went away. Or you were listening to a record, your favorite bit came on, and then silence, because the input selector had decided to change. It would go back and forth on the thing you were listening to. So I took you some important, and everybody at home got too annoyed by that. I think we've had that amp for almost 10 years now, maybe more than 10 years, and we resisted till last week, where I found this thing, Yamaha. I don't even know the name. Yeah, it's the cheapest one of the three, AS-301. It was on sale with secondhand Amazon. It said as new, only the box had been ruined somehow, but the box looks quite okay to me. So we can see we have batteries for the remote. We have the remote. I still don't know anything about this thing. I watched a couple of video reviews on YouTube. The only thing I cared about, well, it was that it came from a brand that I am familiar with. I know Yamaha makes quality items, and I wanted there to be as many inputs as my old amplifier has. So here I have line 1, line 2, line 3, optical, coaxial input, which I don't know what it means, CD, tuner, phono. And I have been listening back to old vinyl records recently, so I'm glad it has all this inputs. I have some CDs, CD player. Then you have, you know, bass with this kind of controls. They're not balls, not circular. They're like rectangular. So you have bass, treble, balance, loudness, which I actually haven't tested it. And then you have speakers, off, A, B, or A plus B, bi-wiring. I don't know what that means. And you have your input for earphones. Yamaha, very, very simple, just all black with some selectors. I can see that there are stains here, but it looks intact. I can tell you one thing. This thing weighs way more than I expected. This is the back. And I don't know how it sounds. I'm going to try it like soon, today. And then maybe I'll let you know how it sounds. If it sounds better or worse to my ears than that Onkyo model. I don't know what model that I have. So that's it for the amplifier. And I will show the other things that the viewer from India, hello, asked me to show.
And since we are talking about hi-fi, which I'm not an expert of at all, I haven't mentioned the speakers. I know that there are very contrasting opinions about Bose or Bose speakers, but the way I got this is, ooh, look at the dust on these ones. 2012, if I'm not mistaken, I went to a hi-fi shop, like a brick and mortar shop, and I went there with 3 or 4 CDs, and the guy there had like a console with switches, and I listened to them all the channels multiple times, switching AB or ABC or ABCD, EFG, all the pairs of speakers, and I ended up liking number, let's say 3 and 5. Now number 3, which was my favorite, they were a couple of speakers that cost, I don't know, in the 2,000 euros range. And the second favorite of mine was this pair of speaker. I didn't even know what speakers I was listening to, and they were these ones, and it was 2012, and these are speakers from, I think, from 1996 or 1995. I had a really good price on these. These are new old stock, and I have been listening to these for 13 years now. They've behaved very, very well. Say what you will about Bose, I don't know anything about how to judge speakers. I just know that I did like this once, and I still do. Bye.